Hello, it's Johnny from Johnny's Book Reviews, a site to help inspire you guys to grow read. So grow read. Today, I am reviewing You by Caroline Kepnes. Does it pass or not? You'll find out by the end of this review. So for my book reviews, it has to pass 3 things. And I honestly am very tough with the 2 things, straight off the bat. So number 1, it has to catch my attention the first couple pages. If it does not, then I'll actually put the book down and never touch it again. You actually have to be very picky with the books you read, and I am very picky. Now, if it doesn't catch my attention, I'll put it away and never touch it again. Now, if it does, that leads to the second thing, where it has to carry my attention throughout the entire book. Not 50 pages, not 100 pages, like Almost Gone. I stopped at 124. I did finish it, but it did take me almost 2-3 months to finish it. No, that doesn't pass my system. It has to carry my attention throughout the entire book. Now, if it does 1 and 2, it leads to number 3. 3 is it has to have a majority of positive things. So, for example, the author has to do what they're actually teaching. The author has to write well. The author actually has to have a good written dialogue. The story has to be powerful, the characters have to be good, etc. It doesn't have to have all those things, but it has to have a majority of positive things. If it passes 1, 2, and 3, then it passes my system and I'll consider it a good book. So, first things first is, did it catch my attention in the first couple pages? It did. Honestly, it did. I had attention to this book from the Netflix series. The Netflix series is fucking unbelievable. If you've ever seen the Netflix series on You, I would see it. I would probably read the books first, but honestly, the show got me into the books, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Basically, it goes in the perspective of the killer. So this book is kind of like a crime book, but it goes in the perspective of Joe Goldberg, who's a librarian who actually goes berserk, kills people that he loves or kills people that he dates. It's fucking crazy. It literally is. It's a crazy idea that Caroline thought of, and I thought it was actually pretty good. You know, like you don't really get the perspective of the killer, and he's just like, yeah, everything's fine. You know, I'm not a killer. You know, I brutally murdered this other person, like, you know, she had to die, though. But I'm not a killer. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Yes, you are. But, of course, that's actually true to some points, is like, if you see, like, in nonfiction books, and I've read a lot of crime nonfiction books, is like, by John Douglas, for example, right? You look into it as one of his books, and you realize that serial killers, you know, they have this tendency that they don't think they're killers. It's unbelievable. And that, you know, they have problems in their childhood and everything like that. And we don't really get into the backstory behind Joe Goldberg's history, his family history. But I'm wondering what it was. And I've read the first 2 books and we don't really get a glimpse of that yet. Second thing is, did it carry my attention throughout the entire book? Yes, it did. It was actually really good. I really enjoyed this one particularly. This one was my favorite one out of the series, and it was really, really good. I read it in like 2 to 3 days. Joe Goldberg needs some help, you know, but other than that, I think it was just awesome how Caroline wrote in the perspective of a killer, and it was awesome how she wrote it so well. I felt like she did a lot of research on this, and I really liked it. Like the perspective of what a killer does each and every day, you know, what he thinks and judges people. It's just unbelievable. So if you have not read it, I highly suggest the first one. Now, here's the problem for this series in general. So it kind of gets in the same mindset in the second and third book, and he's just going fucking crazy. And I'm swearing a lot in this video because this guy's fucking crazy. He gets too, like, he doesn't get too crazy, but his mindsets, his tendencies, it's like the same in the second and third book. You know, the second one, I was like, There needed to be something new. And then he got arrested in the second book. I was like, cool. And then the third book opens up and he's out of jail. I'm like, what the fuck? I read 20 pages in the third book. And I don't think I'll go back to it, honestly. The series really declined after the first one. I'm really sad about that. I really thought it was gonna like kind of increase like the Harry Potter series, but it did not. I highly suggest reading this one for the most part. The ones I would not suggest reading, but if you want to, you can. Some people have different opinions about it, but I didn't really particularly like the series in general. In a whole, probably not. But for this book specifically, I did. All right. That'll be it for this review. Thank you guys so much. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and comment down below what you think of the You and the You series. Do you like it? Not like it? Let me know. But that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys. Have a good one.